For our next series of lessons, we're going to be working on this part here. I generally refer to this as the nose piece. Again, it's similar to the last one we did with a few less steps. It's a 1-inch diameter nose piece. It has a tapered shoulder that moves up here at 135 degrees. Comes up to a diameter of 3 inches. And then that moves over to a shoulder that's at 4 1/4 inches, and there is a 1/2 inch radius blend in that corner. The outside final diameter is 5 inches, and the total length of the part is 5 inches. So that's what we're going to be drawing. If you take a look at the scale factor on our graphics screen, mine is showing 1.7 to the inch, or to whatever that distance is. And right now I'm in an XY view. So I'm going to switch my plane so I'm working in a diameter and a D plus Z plus view. Okay, I'm going to hit function key F9 so I can see where my 0 is. And I'm going to roll my wheel back a little bit, change my scale factor. And then I want to move my 0 to this lower right corner of my screen. To do that, I can hold down the Alt key on the keyboard and then hold down the wheel on my mouse and then slide my mouse over so I can pan the graphics area over to the side. Okay, and this is where we're going to start drawing from. So again, I'm going to do the vertical and horizontal lines like we did last time. So I'm going to go to Create Line Endpoint. I'm going to start with my horizontals. I'm going to sketch a line across here, and I want that to be at a diameter of 1 inch. I want another line across here, and I want that to be at a diameter of 3 inches. And I'm going to do another line out here that'll represent the outside diameter, and that will be at 5 inches. Now that I can get a rough idea of the size of my part, I can roll my wheel a little bit to maybe zoom up on that. Now I'm going to make sure to apply this last line. You can see it's still light blue. It means it's still alive. So I'm going to apply that so it turns green. And I'm going to switch to vertical lines. And I'm going to do one that goes from the origin, and I'm just going to go somewhere past the nose piece. And that's at 0, so I'm just going to hit enter. And then I'm going to do another line that represents the end of the nose piece, and that is at minus 1.8. And I'm going to do a line back here at the shoulder that is at minus 4.25. And one to represent the back side of the part at minus 5. Okay, and we're going to apply that. And now I want to change my line. What I want to do is create the line that moves up at this angle. So let me zoom up on that a little bit. I'm going to move over here until I'm at the intersection of these two lines. Now make sure you see this little symbol here, because that's showing you that you're at the intersection. If you don't see that, then come up here and select the intersection option. And then pick the two lines so it grabs that intersection. Because I want this line to go from the intersection there, let me turn off vertical, and I want it to come over here somewhere. And again, I'm just going to sketch this somewhere in place. And here it shows me the angle. I did 131.2258. Well, according to our print, that's actually supposed to be 135 degrees. So I'll say 135 and hit enter. Okay, so that line is now at the proper angle. I'm going to OK that. And before I start to trim everything together, I'm going to put this little radius in the corner here. So I'm going to go to the fillet command, and I want to put in a radius of a 1/2 inch. And I want it to be between this line and this line. And the last thing to do is to trim everything together. Let me OK that fillet. I'm going to hit function key F9 again to turn off my crosshairs so I can see what I'm trimming. And we're going to say trim. And I want to trim this, so I'm going to do one click and then two clicks. So click, click, click. So I trimmed this line to that angled line, and then I'll trim the angled line to this line here. The fillet is already blended. For this intersection here, I can do what's called a trim 3. With a trim 3, you want to pick the two outer boundaries first. So I would pick this line and then this line, and I'm trimming those up to this line. And remember, you're always picking the lines that you want to keep, or the side that you want to keep. So that's pretty much our profile. I'm going to OK that. I'm going to select this line and then just hit delete on my keyboard, or you can pick delete off the toolbar up here.